Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back, or welcome if you are new. I hope you're having a fantastic day. In this video, I want to share an in-depth review of Bath & Body Works at the beach. I recently picked up this candle along with several other coconutty, beachy, summery type fragrances a couple of weeks ago. If you missed that haul video, I'll go ahead and link it in the description box below this video here. But when I was shopping, I was really focusing on picking up all of the new to me coconutty, beachy scents. So at the beach definitely fell into that category. And honestly, I think one of the main reasons that this one got added to my cart so quickly was that I also really liked the wraparound label on this one. I don't know why, it just really kind of caught my eye. So anyway, I was really excited about this fragrance. Most of you watching are pretty familiar with Bath & Body Works, so you are also aware that this is in the body care line. And after burning the candle, I can tell you that I will most definitely be picking up at least the body wash and the body spray in this fragrance before I go on my vacation at the beginning of July. I'm not going anywhere tropical. I'm actually heading off to the Thousand Islands in Canada. But I will be hanging out on the St. Lawrence River up there. And even though it is not the land of palm trees and coconuts, it's certainly going to, it's going to help me smell like summer. So anyway, I'm really excited about this particular candle, and it is sold out online. It is out of stock, but it is available at all of the stores in my area. I'll have it linked at the top of the description box. Even though you can't order it online, you can use that link to put in your zip code and figure out which of the stores in your area still have this in stock if you happen to want to pick it up. So, all right, you guys, let's dig in. If this is one of your first candle reviews here on my channel, I like to read through the scent story as well as the fragrance notes. I then like to tell you what I smell in the fragrance. We'll then get into the overall strength and throw, and then of course discuss any potential burn issues that came up, such as the wick studding out, the wicks getting huge mushroom tops, the candle being smoky or sooty. You know, there's all sorts of things that can obviously happen with candles. So we will address that. I have burned this to the halfway point, which for me is, I always make sure that I get to the halfway point with my Bath & Body Works candles, because if I am going to deal with an issue such as wicks or sooting, this is usually around the time that will start to happen. So, so the description for this reads: the perfect beach day, sand, sun, waves, and all. The fragrance notes are frangipani blossoms, toasted coconut, and bergamot waters. This fragrance to me is definitely very coconut forward, but I also think it is pretty floral forward. Like that floral, that specifically the frangipani note. It's a very, very distinct frangipani. It's that sweet, just intensely sweet, tropical, white floral. It is right behind that coconut. I would not necessarily call the coconut in here toasted. To me, toasted coconut makes it sound like the coconut that you're smelling is edible, but it's really not. It is more so a like sunscreen coconut. How many times can I say coconut? It's very distinct coconut, that's for sure, but it's sunscreen, thus a little bit more perfumey versus fresh, edible. You just cracked open a coconut type of edible scent, right? Very distinct difference there, and this is more along the lines of that perfumey coconut. So not toasted to my nose. I do smell some bergamot in here, and it is actually it's got a bergamot that has a little bit of an aquatic touch to it, but I feel like that aquatic note, once again, is a little salty. So it reminds me of like a sea spray type of, you know, aquatic note. It's really, it's pretty perfect. You got that little kind of almost hint of citrusy perfuminess from the bergamot combined with that little bit of saltiness. It's really lovely. This is a very fresh fragrance. It's definitely sunscreeny in its presentation, I would say. Just really pleasant, enjoyable. It's perfect for body care. A lot of times when I am talking about different candle fragrances, I will say, I wish this was available in a perfume or a body spray or a lotion. I would love to, you know, slather my whole being in this particular fragrance. And this is one of the times where I can say, if I wanted to, I could be head to toe, because not only is the, you know, body lotion, body spray, body wash available, but they also have SPF available. This is a perfect SPF scent. Like, I might need the SPF as well. There is hair care available. So you literally could be head to toe at the beach. And that is tempting because, like I said, you guys, this is great. I adore this and I definitely want more. I don't know that I'll be able to pick up more this summer, but if this fragrance sticks around at all, this will be an immediate repurchase for me next summer if it is still available in the candle and or the body care line. So anyway, fragrance itself is perfect. Little touch of floral, little touch of perfuminess, and then that nice freshness from the bergamot and that like aquatic sea spray note. Perfect fragrance. Strength and throw. You guys, this has been fantastic in terms of strength and throw. This one, from start to just about the halfway point here, has been an easy 8 in terms of strength. And also I would say pretty close to an 8 in terms of throw as well. It fills the bulk of the downstairs of my house, even more so than the Sunlit Glow did. And the Sunlit Glow did very well. If you didn't watch that review yet, I'll link it below this video as well. But in that video, I talked a little bit about how my experience with the Bath & Body Works candles over the last several years has been that the strength and throw has been a little disappointing for me. Bath & Body Works back in the day was always the brand that I could count on when it comes to giving me a high fragrance output. And it just was not doing that for the last few years here. But with this summer collection, these, specifically the coconutty scents that I picked up, I'm not having any strength and throw issues so far, at least with the ones that I've started burning. I have zero complaints. They are performing insanely well and I'm loving the experience. So maybe they've turned it around. We'll see. I mean, you know, like it could be that fall rolls around and they go back to kind of deading out for me. But in terms of the summer collection, great strength and throw here, zero complaints. It really makes me want another one. So I'm going to try to restrain myself. I do have some other coconut scents that, you know, I can certainly enjoy this summer. But it is one that I would want more of. I have been burning this alongside a few different other fragrances, but if you have Sea Breeze from Kringle, you burn Sea Breeze alongside At the Beach. I'm telling you, that particular combination, and I've had a few different combinations with this that have been lovely. Like I said, the Sunlit Glow is really nice alongside this one, but that Sea Breeze is especially good. So if you like to pair different fragrances together, that would be one of my top recommendations. Anyway, let's get into the overall burn quality. I'm gonna give you guys the overhead shot here. This does have the really thick tree stump wicks that I really don't like. But I will say the candle has behaved so far. I definitely trim the wicks pretty aggressively. And I also, with these thicker wicks, I don't think that I mentioned this in the last video, but I will wipe the wicks with just a little, you know, piece of paper towel to get a little bit of that extra carbon residue off prior to lighting. For whatever reason, that really seems to help with the burn quality, especially once I get to the halfway point here. This is usually where my Bath & Body Works candles will start to give me some issues, like I mentioned. But this one is doing really good. It is not burning quite as hot as the Sunlit Glow. So this is one where I really do feel like I'm not going to have to crock this for any reason. I will say my wicks, as you can see, are kind of close to the edge with, actually it looks like all three of these wicks, but I feel like this one over here is particularly close to the edge, and it gets, I mean, it's pretty hot, not as hot as the Sunlit Glow, but it gets pretty hot. So I don't leave this one burning for more than 2.5 hours typically. I have let it go as long as 3 hours, and that I feel like was pushing it. This is one where the fragrance lingers a good amount of time after I extinguish the candles, so it's fine. I wish I could let it go a little longer, but it is fine. The fact that it lingers, I'm fine blowing it out, right? But do be mindful about maybe the wick placement on yours. I think it's still safe to burn at this point, but those wicks do make me just a little bit nervous with this particular one. But overall, I think I found a real winner here in terms of, you know, another great beachy, summery option. This is obviously rocking my world, so 2 thumbs up. I love it. I would love to know what your opinion is of At the Beach. Leave your opinion in the comments down below. Like I said, check out the description box for some links to the videos that I've mentioned, and I'll also put a link to where you can purchase this one at the very top of the description box, so you can check and see if your store still has it in stock. I appreciate you being here. If you are new, please subscribe. If you found this video helpful, give it a big fat thumbs up. I will see you guys with more candle reviews coming up here in the next week or so. All right, have a good day. Toodaloo.